I can't watch it. I can't watch this. I can't watch this.
This is a partial list of the commercial diving fatalities
this before?
over the past 15 years. All have one common cause: Delta P.
What is that?
2 out of 3 commercial diving fatalities involve Delta P.
How can somebody die to that? What even is that?
It is invisible to a diver, and it strikes suddenly, without warning. There is almost no way to escape once it grabs you. Knowing what it is, where it lurks, and how to avoid its grasp is the subject of this video.
Let's figure it out though.
Delta P stands for differential pressure. Our discussion refers to situations where the pressures between 2 bodies of water are dramatically different. In a situation like this, the bodies of water continuously seek to equalize themselves.
Shit, is it actually slingshot too much? Oh yeah, because of the pressure, it is some current. It's gonna slingshot up.
The bodies of water continuously seek to equalize themselves. In this example, the body of water on the right wants to rush to the body of water on the left by means of the pipe between them. The pressure exerted on the valve stopping this water transfer can be enormous, depending on the
Question. Let's say I want to make a device that will, like a laser cutter. You know, they have to cut metal with laser. You know, they do like sand.
Chat,
or
can you welcome me to the jungle, duckass?
So what I do, I build this tank about the size of a mountain of water, and I make it go through a pipe with a small thing, and I make a microscopic hole right there, and I open it. The pressure, BAM! And I can cut metal with the fucking hole, because it's got pressure of 1,000,000,000 liters against a small hole.
difference in the depths of the water and the diameter of the pipe. If the difference between the depth of water is 50 feet and the diameter of the pipe is 10 inches, the force of water exerted on the valve is nearly 1,700 pounds. If the valve was suddenly opened and your arm was near, it would be sucked into the hole instantly. Trying to remove your arm would be like trying to lift a car completely off the ground with one hand. You could only remove your arm if the pressures between the 2 bodies became nearly equalized. But at the pressure in this example, your body makes a perfect seal, stopping the bodies of water from equalizing. The formula for calculating the force of water through a hole...
You have to find a way to wedge in something that has holes in it, something porous, right? To ease the pressure, because it has ways of getting out, no?
At a particular depth is the area of the hole multiplied by the difference in water depth multiplied by the psi per foot of water depth. Or, in the situation just described, the 10-inch hole equals 78 square inches times 50 feet of water depth times 0.432 psi per foot of freshwater depth equals 1,685 pounds of water pressure. If you are diving in salt water, be sure to use 0.445 psi in your formula instead.
You didn't write the notes. You can copy up somebody else. I'm not pausing for you.
Feel a Delta P situation as you dive near it. It grabs you suddenly, and it doesn't let go until the pressure is equalized. When it's got you, it's got you.
Chat, look how crazy the Delta P is. Chat, the crab vanished.
When it's got you, it's got you.
Through a fucking half-inch hole.
As you watch the following recreations of actual Delta P incidents, ask yourself if you have, on occasion, ventured into situations without being thoroughly prepared. Diver 1 enters the water behind the dam structure in order to clean the strainer of the dam's drain. When the drain is cleared, the tremendous...
Question, chat, why do pools only have one drain then? Why don't they just put 2 of them? Right? Because if you make a perfect seal with the bottom drain of a pool, well, you're not gonna get seal with 2 of them at different locations. Why not just put 2 of them?
This force of rushing water through the drain grabs hold of Diver 1, sucks him partially inside and traps him. Diver 2 enters the water to help Diver 1 and becomes trapped also. Diver 3 enters the water to rescue Divers 1 and 2, and after 40 minutes returns to the surface with both divers. They are dead. Diver 3 was hospitalized for injuries suffered in the rescue attempts. They are dead. Diver 3 was hospitalized for injuries suffered in the rescue attempts.
Actual Chad though.
A scuba diver was repairing a pool bottom at a depth of 10 feet. He came close to the open pool drain and was drawn against it. His body made a perfect seal against the drain.
Chad, this is dumb. Why not just put a Y shape? Like if this is a pipe that is an L, right? Why not put a Y shape like this or an F shape? Bang, bang with 2 drains. So it's impossible to fully cover a seal on both ends.
He was diving alone and had no tender at the surface. No one knew he was trapped. He ran out of air and drowned. Two scuba divers entered a water tower to unclog a drain.
Imagine
using
the
a
absolutely crazy bust before you succumb to the void.
Brother,
Craigasm.
brother, it would rip off entirely, dumbass. Are you good? Bro, glory holes are a hazard waiting to happen.
Fire hose to blast away the silt and mud that was clogging the drain suddenly opened. A great suction immediately occurred. Diver 1 was pulled into the drain. Visibility was 0. Diver 2 did not know that this had occurred. Diver 2 surfaced, thinking Diver 1 had already come up. Diver 2 made repeated but unsuccessful attempts to find him. Diver 1 ran out of air and died. Neither diver was tethered to the surface, had communication with the surface, or
Guys,
with
this
each
is
other.
the 1980s. There's less technology.
Hope you doing
Chat,
well today.
this one chat makes me really
Thanks for
fucking
doing what
angry.
you do.
I hate this one.
A surface-supplied diver was working offshore in 86 feet of water on a well re-entry project. He was using a drill string to hook a trash cap inside a 13-inch well casing. The first attempt failed to catch the cap.
Oh, actually, it's
The diver
the
was
next one.
asked to stand by the hole to make sure the string caught the cap. He reported when he saw the cap was hooked and began to leave. The drill string was pulled to the surface rapidly. Because the cap was nearly the size of the casing, a great suction developed. As the cap came free, the rushing water grabbed the diver and forced one leg into the hole, up to the pelvis. The diver was killed.
Oh, this one I can't.
Diver 1 enters the water at a hydroelectric generation plant. His assignment is to seal off leaks in a large gate valve. The 3-person dive team is assured by the plant's operating personnel that the gate valve is closed.
I'm the personnel, guys.
Diver 1 surfaces and reports that he thinks the valves are open. The winch is started and closes the valve. A 30-inch sluice gate is manually cranked shut. The dive team questions the plant personnel. The valve indicator shows the valve not fully closed. Plant personnel reply that the indicator is never correct and typically the valve is cranked until tight.
Oh!
Diver 1 re-enters the water, convinced that everything is okay.
Typically.
In a few moments, he begins to scream. The dive supervisor tries to contact Diver 1 on the intercom. The tender and supervisor pull the lifeline and umbilical. Both have broken from their attach points.
So you're gonna try to be opening the fucking thing? Is he gonna open the fucking dam? Is he gonna raise the pressure or what?
The gates are cycled open while waiting for the rescue divers. 2 attempts by the company diver failed to locate Diver 1. 12 hours later, Diver 1's body is recovered. When you accepted
Chat, I watched all these videos. Chat, guys, these videos like chat, guys. There's hundreds. I watched dozens. I watched oil spills. I watched paint, flammable. I watched oil extraction incidents. I watched gas explosion. I watched transformation plant, recycling plants. Fucking, I watched all of them. That
Dear
one.
X, have you checked
Chat.
the Champions League matches of today? You need to watch Juventus.
That one is
Dortmund
awful.
cinema.
They go into this tunnel to paint it,
Materials into permit-required confined
and it
spaces.
catches on fire.
Excel Energy's flawed process for contractor selection and oversight, and the lack of preparation for possible emergencies.
And there's no way to go.
The trapped workers were instructed to move even deeper into the mountain, but they stopped when they reached the inclined section, which was too steep to climb. They told responders they were struggling to breathe as smoke filled the penstock.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway.